Well, it seems I had to delete the previous video I made cursing the fuck out of whoever it was that stole Arnie the dog. But some news has come to my attention today that has totally broken me. And that news is that, and this is according to the ABC and some people that have posted online, uh, the owner, Nathan McEwen, has been arrested. Apparently, he was the one that parked the ute in Fortitude Valley with the dog inside. The story is that, and it'll all come out in the wash sooner or later, that Nathan got so drunk, be it at a mate's house or at a pub somewhere, that he got so drunk, he drove the ute to Fortitude Valley and he left it there and went off on foot. And because of his drunken state, he couldn't remember where he'd parked the ute. And the dog was locked inside. Now, instead of admitting his failure, instead of admitting what he did, instead of admitting why the ute was gone, he had everybody running around chasing their tail, trying to find this poor dog, when all the time he was the one who had left it in the back of the ute to die. How's that for your best mate? How's that for duty of care? Well, you know, if I was married to such a person, or I was involved even in a friendship with such a person, that would have all ended the minute that was discovered. I don't know where his wife's going to go from here, but Nathan has a problem and he needs to address it, because that problem cost him his best mate, his most loyal friend. You couldn't get a more loyal dog than that German Shepherd. German Shepherds are really, really loyal dogs. And this is how he thanked him for his loyalty. This is the thanks poor little Arnie got. After 7 years of loyal dedication to that household, after 7 years of giving them his best, this is the end he has to face, because his owner couldn't stay off the piss. Oh well, let's hope that the verdict fits the crime. Things have to change in this country. The laws pertaining to animals, animal ownership, animal care have to be changed. People have to be held accountable. If they're cruel, if they're neglectful, if they fail to provide proper medical care, if they fail to provide food, exercise, all of the above, they need to be held accountable. Animals have needs too. And if you fail to provide those animals, our best friends, with their basic needs, then I'm afraid you shouldn't own an animal. You shouldn't be the owner of another living creature, a sentient being. You're a selfish human being, and most people who drink are selfish human beings. If they weren't selfish, they wouldn't drink. They only think of themselves. That's why they drink. And it ultimately has an effect on family, work, in this case, his best friend, his pet dog of 7 years, gone, died a horrible, horrible death in the back of the ute, locked up in the blazing Queensland sun to die of dehydration and starvation. It would have been dehydration. He would have cooked in the back of that ute. Shameful, really shameful. The laws need to change. We need to start holding people to account for their actions. We can't just pussyfoot around. We can't just slap them on the wrist and let them go. Things need to change. Thank you for watching. It's a sad day.